Hey there, this is Shweta at onlinetechmarketer.com, and in this video we're going to be talking all about how you can use Calendly in your business. So if you're new to Calendly or if you've signed up for Calendly but don't really know how to get started, this is the perfect video for you. Also, if you're interested in more such marketing tools, tutorials, then definitely subscribe to this channel and hit that bell notification so you get updated for all upcoming videos. So let's get into it. Okay, let's go ahead and learn all about Calendly. So I have just created a trial account with Calendly. So if you start your free trial with Calendly, it actually gives you the pro account, but again, you don't have to put in your credit card details. So if you're just, trying to test out this platform, go ahead and create a free account. If you already have an account but don't really know how to use the platform, you are in the right place. I'll show you exactly what you can do. So all I have done is created a free account and confirmed my email address. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on my account. So there are a few things you can do with Calendly, right? You can schedule events, so you can get someone to book a call with you. You can set up your availability, you can integrate Calendly with other platforms, you can collect payments, and you can also create workflows where if someone books a call with you, they'll receive an email and then they'll receive an email reminder and so on and so forth. So the workflows part is not available on the free plan, and we can actually go back and look at pricing for the different plans while that loads. Okay, it's loaded pretty fast website. But so these are the plans, right? Basic is a free plan which people generally use, and then they have the premium, the pro, uh, and the enterprise. So under the basic plan, what they don't have is they don't have like round robin event types, which we generally don't need, but they also don't have workflows. So workflows only start under the pro plan. And yeah, that's kind of it. And even custom email notification, right, which is like a part of workflows, you don't have it on the basic plan. You don't have SMS on the basic plan. The pro plan has SMS notifications, which is actually a great feature. Branded pages, you don't have that on the free plan, and color options and all that is fine. So that's kind of the main difference between the free and the paid plans. The workflows and SMS is huge. I guess nowadays a lot of people use SMS, so if that's something you want to use, for reminders and stuff like that, you should definitely check out the pro plan. You'll find the link to Calendly in the description below. So let's go ahead and get started. So I just created my account, and they just give you these templates that you can use if you're running a 15-minute one-to-one, 30-minute, 60-minute, right? Or you could just go ahead and delete it if that's something you don't use, or if you want to start something from scratch. So let's say I want to create an event type that's like a 40-minute call. It's like maybe a coffee chat or something. I know coffee chats are not 40 minutes, but let's create a like a demo call. So I just clicked on new event type, and then this is like a one-on-one. You can also create group events, but I think that's only limited to the pro plan, or it's not available on the free plan. So let's create one-on-one. This is generally what you would probably use Calendly for. You can give it a name, so I'll just say coffee chat. You can add a location. It's so again, this is important because a lot of times what happens is someone books a call with you, or even if you have booked a call with someone, you don't really know whether they're going to call you on the phone, or if it's a Zoom meeting and you'll receive an invite or what, right? So I'll just choose Zoom, and it says Zoom is not connected. So I'm just going to go to the it just tells me, it shows me where to go. So I'm just going to click on the Zoom integrations page, and it'll get me here, which is actually going to be under integrations. And you can just go ahead and connect Zoom. So it says pre-approve Calendly in the Zoom marketplace. So it's asking me to sign in Zoom. Let's try signing in and see what happens. So I'll say pre-approve, awesome, and then I'll say authorize. That was easy, and that's done. So now the Zoom account is connected, and I can go back here and you can add description. Let's connect over a cup of coffee or whatever you want to say here. Event link, so you can customize the link here. So this is how it'll appear as you can see in the example here. So coffee chat is fine. Event color, I'll just choose this and hit next. And I want to turn this on, so I'm just gonna, okay, looks like I can't turn it on until I finish. So they can schedule 60 days in the future. So what it means, like if they book something today, they can book for as much as 60 days in advance, right? Or I just want to say within a date range. So today is 9th of June, so maybe for the next almost 1 month, right? So from today to 16th, and I'll just say apply. Duration, I'll just say 45 minutes. I can set custom hours, or if you have your availability set up here, you can directly use that. So I'm just, you can set your custom hours here. I can just say on Mondays, I'm only available till 12. On Tuesdays, I'm only available 2 to 5, so on and so forth. That's it. I take calls only on Mondays and Tuesdays. So that's done. Want to add time before or after. So if you want to have some buffer, so for example, if someone books a call with you from 4 to 4:45 p.m. and you want to take a break from 4:45 to 5, you could add that here. So after event, 15-minute break. So this is how it'll be. So if someone books a call 15 minutes up to 15 minutes after that, no one can book a call with you. So if someone books a call at 4 and you have that call run till 4:45, the next call someone can book is 5, not 4:45. Okay. And then additional rules, you can say that people, so you can set the frequency, and they can't, so basically if they're booking now, they can only book for tomorrow, not for today, right? So I just want to say they have to book 24 hours in advance. So if they want to call with me tomorrow evening, they have to book today evening and not after that. Time zone, you can make this a secret event. So if you're running a call for your clients who are your paid clients, you could actually make this a secret event so that no one else can book a call with you. Only people who have the link to this can book a call. So that's it. Next, you can add questions here. So you want to ask for their name, their email address, and you can edit this and say, what would you like to talk about? You could also turn this question off. You could also mark it as required. And you can choose what answer type you want. You could also give them multiple choices. If you have multiple offers, you could like add multiple choices in the form of check boxes. I'll just keep it open-ended. You could also add new questions. So I'll save this. Workflows, again, not available on the free plan. It says it's a pro feature, but here's what it does, right? So when someone books a call with you, they get an SMS, then they can get an email reminder. You can also send them additional emails, just like trying to connect before the call, and then they also get an email thank you after the call. So workflows is a great feature if you're someone who is, heavy on providing one-to-one services. This could definitely be really helpful. So, you should probably check out the pro plan for sure. Then notifications. So again, whether or not you have the paid plan, you will definitely be able to send out confirmation emails and also like one reminder email. So not actually not a reminder email, a cancellation email. So if someone cancels, they'll receive the confirmation that their call has been cancelled, or if they confirm or if they book a call, they'll receive the email confirmation email, or they'll receive the email that says, your call has been confirmed and stuff like that. So you can edit that email here. And same with cancellation email, you can personalize that email here. Event reminders. You can send reminders, so definitely use it, because I've seen that, if someone books a call with you 1 week out, they most of the time they forget that they've booked a call with you if they don't add it to their calendar. So it's always good to send email reminders and then follow up. If after the call, if it's like a sales call, you might want to follow up with that person and see whether they're ready to work with you or not, so you could use that as well. Text reminders, you can turn it on and personalize again. This the text is a like a pro plan feature, so definitely use that if you are using the pro plan. And then you can also edit your confirmation page. You can, so if someone books a call with you, you can actually direct them to your Facebook group if you wanted to. So if you select redirect to an external site, you can actually add your Facebook group link here, or you could just have like a confirmation page here. User section to display custom links. So on the thank you page, you could have a button that says, join the Facebook group. You could do that using this button. So I could say join the Facebook group, and then there could be a Facebook group link. So if you want to directly take them to the Facebook group after they have booked the call, you would use this. But then again, it sometimes comes across as spammy. Someone just booked a call with you and you're directly sending them to your Facebook group. So the better way would be you show them a thank you page, and on the thank you page, there could be a button that says join the Facebook group. And only if they're interested in joining a Facebook group, they can click on that link and then join the group. And then you can also collect payments. So first you have to integrate your Stripe or PayPal account, and then you can choose whether you want to collect payments. This is a free call, so I'm going to say do not collect payments for this event, but otherwise you can definitely once you integrate your Stripe and PayPal account, you can uh, collect payments here. So that's it. Once you've done all of this, your event, it says event type is on. I just click that link so you can see it says coffee chat, and then it'll show you let's connect over a cup of coffee, and they can go ahead and like I said, I only take calls on Mondays and Tuesdays, so that is what's available. They can go ahead and book a call. So that's it. That's all you need to do, so to set up your Calendly platform. You can change your availability under availability. So it'll show you all the days and all the times. You can say you're only available Monday to Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. or something like that, right? And then under integrations, there are tons of integrations. There's Zoom, there's Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, Stripe, PayPal. You'd want to connect this if you're collecting payments. Um, there's Gmail, so for workflows, right? So if you're using workflows, you could send emails through Gmail itself. There's Facebook Pixel, calendar. So let's say you want to connect your Google Calendar to your Calendly account. You can do that using this integration. So you could just say connect Google Calendar, and then it would just take you to your Gmail account where you could select which calendar you want to connect to Calendly, and then it'll go ahead and connect that calendar. So when you sign in, it'll say allow access. You do that, and then it just gone ahead and connected my Gmail calendar to Calendly. So it shows it here. And similarly, you can, connect other calendars if you use. So under availability, oops, let's go here. Okay, under availability, like I said, you can set your availability here. You can, you know, update your working hours. You can create a new schedule. So maybe you have a completely different schedule for coffee chats. You could create a new schedule called coffee chats and use that schedule specifically for those kind of calls. Or maybe you have a specific schedule for your one-to-one clients. You could create a new schedule for that and have that particular time only for those calls. So that's how you can set your availability. And then under accounts, you have, of course, calendar collection connections. You can share your link. So if you want to edit your link, you can do that here. Uh, so this is kind of my link. I just copied it, and then I can just, go ahead and share it on Facebook or send it to my client, however you want to do it, right? So that's it. I hope this video helped you. If it did, let me know in the comments below, and please subscribe to this channel if you're interested in more such marketing tool and platform videos and videos around digital products and courses. Thank you so much for being here. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.